With the darkness starting just after 2 p.m., most of Maryland got to experience the partial eclipse, with the peak happening at 3:21 p.m. The moon lining up perfectly between the Earth and the sun, blocking 85 to 90% of the sun here.
Here's a fun fact. The moon shadow, even though this is a long, drawn-out event, is actually moving at 1,500 miles per hour across the surface of the Earth. That's kind of cool, right? And that shadow is about 300 miles across. And we were right on the fringe of that darkest part of the moon shadow here in Maryland. That's why it didn't get completely dark here. But you noticed a bit of a change, I'm sure.
People say it was a powerful experience that they're glad they got to take in, surrounded by their community.
I think we're still in that weird phase where it's like sunny, but at like a much lower intensity, and it's kind of surreal. And it's nice to kind of be at an event with so many people experiencing something at the same time, especially after so many years of COVID where we weren't able to do that.
So many people, folks had to share glasses in order to take a look. Associate Professor Kevin Lewis helped organize the big watch party.
It is a rare occurrence, and so eclipses happen fairly often on the Earth every year or two, but they don't always happen at the same location. So we haven't had one here in the eastern U.S. since 2017, and we won't have another one in the eastern U.S. until 2045. So if you miss today, you got a long time to wait.
Of all the upcoming solar eclipses here in North America for the rest of the century, and it's this one right here, September 14th, 2099. If you notice, it takes the path of totality into western Maryland. So that's 75 years from now. So let's start the countdown. We counted this one down for like 5 years. Why not 75 years?
This explosion shaking an entire neighborhood.
Explosion. I mean, it was an explosion. Whole house, it shook like a jolt. It was massive. And ran out here, and the house was on fire.
This is what Trish Rodolph and her family, who live directly across the street on Crafton Road, saw after coming out of her house around 11 o'clock last night. Pieces of debris flying and smoke so high it could be spotted miles away in the sky.
The house from about 11:03, by 11:10 it was gone.
All that is left of this house is a charred pile of rubble. Amazingly, there were no serious injuries, but neighbors here are in disbelief.
We just heard and felt this loud boom, and our first thought was earthquake.
But Jason Pereira looked outside and realized this was no earthquake. The house behind his exploded. Pereira ran over to see if he could help and saw a man stagger out of the remnants of the house.
I could see him walking around. I mean, he was obviously like disoriented, but he was able to make his way across to the front right side of the house and come out.
Fire officials say one man was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The neighbors here consider themselves lucky. They know it could have been a lot worse, and their thoughts are with the family who lost everything.
Of course, I hope the families are taken care of. I know they had 2 young girls, and I know they lost a lot, so, you know, that's the main hope.
Investigators accuse Michael Greensfelder of creating a gas explosion to destroy the house and also threatening to harm his wife or himself.
I've had nightmares about it. I mean, it's terrifying.
Investigators now know what led to the April 20th house explosion. They believe a man who lived here intentionally caused it. 52-year-old Michael Greensfelder of Essex faces charges including arson, malicious destruction of property, and animal cruelty. He suffered first and second-degree burns to his arms, legs, head, shoulders, and neck. During a bail review, the defense asked that Greensfelder be placed on home monitoring, claiming depression and wanting to harm himself may have influenced him, and that he had been in a psychiatric ward. A Baltimore County judge ruled no matter what possibly was Greensfelder's motivation, he is a danger to public safety and should remain held without bail. Now, the charging document also indicates specially trained dogs assisted in the investigation and alerted to flammable liquid in the debris area and also on the clothing that Greensfelder was wearing. Reporting live from Towson, Barry Sims, WBAL-TV 11 News.
Throughout 2024, WBAL-TV 11 News was here.
Reporting on the stories impacting you most.
From the moments of celebration.
Touchdown Ravens!
To the moments where time stood still.
The Key Bridge has collapsed.
This is something that will definitely go down in history.
And the times we witnessed communities coming together.
We are Maryland tough and we are Baltimore strong.
We were here.
And the National Weather Service has issued a warning.
Tracking severe weather, alerting you first to the storms that left an impact.
Taking you closer to breaking news from an exclusive angle with Baltimore's only news helicopter.
Bringing the world stage to you.
At the Paris Olympics, I'm Jason Newsom.
Guiding you through a presidential election unlike any other.
Donald Trump is elected to become the 47th president.
And helping your family make informed decisions here at home. As the new year unfolds,
we will be right here, providing trusted, relevant reporting on the stories that shape our lives here in Maryland.
We are WBAL-TV 11 News.